Consider these 6 things before you date a younger man. So I have been having a lot of questions from older women telling me, is it okay for me to date a younger man? And if he's younger, what's the age difference? Now, according to the Bible, it doesn't talk about what should be the exact age gap. But if you look at some of the relationships, the couples in the Bible, you'll notice that the men were older. Look at Abraham, 10 years older than Sarah. Boaz was way older than Ruth. The only relationship that happened between a younger man and an older woman never materialized. It's between Joseph and Potiphar's wife. It never worked. Now, the Bible talks about enjoying the wife of your youth. If you read the book of Proverbs 5 verse 18, let your wife be a fountain of blessing for you. Rejoice in the wife of your youth. So I want to give you 6 things you need to consider before you date a younger man. And I know there are people in relationships where the lady is older and they seem to be happy. But these are just my thoughts before you date a younger man. Number 1, of course you'll be more mature than the man, because women tend to mature faster than the men. So if you date someone who is younger, you'll probably be dealing with someone who is lesser in terms of maturity. Number 2, you'll be struggling with things like submission, because the Bible says that the man is the ordained head, the ordained responsible head of a family. Now look at Ephesians 5 verse 22. You wives will submit to your husbands as you do to the Lord. So if your man is younger, if you can humble yourself and submit, maybe that might work. Number 2, they always have different priorities. Now, the thinking of a young man might be different from you as a person, because a young man is also thinking about his career. And you know, the strength of a young man is in his youth. I think it's in the book of Proverbs 20 verse 29. It says, the glory of young men is in their strength, and the honor of old men is in their gray hair. So you'll notice some of the things you're prioritizing. This guy is thinking about working on his career, is thinking on building a reputation for himself, and that might not be where you're actually thinking. Number 3, you will always have insecurities with your younger man. And especially if you see this younger man with younger girls, you always think maybe he's cheating. And you know, jealousy can kill you. The Bible says it's like rottenness in the bones. I think it's in the book of Proverbs 14 verse 30. A peaceful mind gives life to the body, but jealousy rots the bones. You see, you just see him with a younger lady, and the next thing you'll start thinking, these two are actually seeing each other, but they are just insecurities in your mind. Number 4, you will tend to disrespect him based on his age, especially when you have disagreements. When you start arguing in the house, you'll tend to always link it to his age, and sometimes you'll mention and say things that will affect this younger man. That's why it's good to be very kind with your words if you're going to date a younger man. Proverbs 15 verse 1. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Number 5, this guy will always feel like he's doing you a favor. This guy knows he's entitled to a younger lady, and so he'll try to think, I'm with you because I'm doing you a favor. And he might start taking advantage of you, start manipulating you, because he knows you really want to ensure that you sustain him in the relationship. So he'll take advantage of that he knows, I'm actually doing you a favor. You are older than me. It's a favor I'm doing you. And that is not good. Philippians 2 verse 3, do nothing from selfish ambitions or conceit. In humility count others more significant than yourselves. Number 5, you might need to be very careful. Why is he attracted to you? Because sometimes he could be attracted to you because of childhood traumas, and especially young men that didn't grow up with a mother, or young men that are actually looking for a mother in old age. So they might look at you as someone that fits in the role to actually help him heal from childhood traumas. Number 6, expect pushback from family and friends. The truth of the matter is, there will be people who start saying, why did you marry a grandmother, an older person? Why did you marry, and this comes from family. So expect that, and also from friends. And in case there's an issue, they'll start saying, see, she's taking advantage of you. She's controlling you. You see, that is not so cool. But now, it's always good to listen to correction. When people start complaining, it's always good sometimes to listen to what people are saying. Bible says in Proverbs 10 verse 17, people who accept correction are on the pathway to life, but those who ignore it will lead others astray. So those are just my thoughts. It's up to you to decide whether to take my views, my opinion, my philosophy about dating a younger man. If you feel you want to try it, go ahead.